Here's my review of Dr. Stone, Chapter 121, Medusa's True Face. And this was certainly an interesting chapter. Quite a bit happened, including essentially the death of two of our main characters. So let's get into it. So we start off with a fight between Kohaku and Mozu, and it's not going well for Kohaku. Apparently, Mozu is way, way stronger than she is, which disappointing. Just for once, I want it to be the guy thinks he's great and strong and amazing. Kohaku just comes in and kicks his butt in 30 seconds. I'd like that. I mean, she is the most powerful, strongest person in her village, but she really hasn't had any win against outsiders, like, ever. I mean, first time she met Tsukasa, he basically kicked her ass and got her stuck under a tree. Now Mozu's beating her up. Not great, not great. But, pretty interesting line here when Kohaku is describing her perfect man. Strength of character. Someone who follows his ideals step by step. Someone who hammers away however long it takes. That's the sort of man I'd fall for, which... yeah, that's Senku right there. I mean, I mentioned this before, but my videos for Dr. Stone are not popular. If you're watching this right now, I'm shocked. But the one video I had where the title card shows Senku and Kohaku kissing, that's up to like 3,000 views. Like 300 times what I normally get from one of these videos, and I just find that so amusing. I mean, here we're getting some pretty good confirmation that they might actually be endgame material. I'm just thinking. Just throwing it out there. Let me know what you think down below. That would be such a weird relationship, and I can't even begin to imagine what their kids would be like. Anyway, back to Ginro. He's running for his freaking life because this guy's got he's got claws. I mean, I assumed just had like really long fingernails. Now I'm looking at him differently. It's more like he had killed a big ass monster lion or whatever they can find on this island, and somehow added his claws to the tips of his fingers. It's really disturbing. Oh, also we find out he's even worse than I thought because lots of people have seen the Master before, and they've all been killed. Like, straight up killed. Including Ginro! I mean, Jesus Christ, this shot right here. He finally sees Kohaku, he thinks he's saved, and yet I'm still a little unclear about the physics of this, but the advisor manages to impale him while he's in midair. You gotta, like, I'm not even sure how you would do that physically that wouldn't just, push him away. I mean, it could be those claws are just that freaking sharp that they're able to pierce like that, but that's weird. Of course, you're asking, but weren't you upset that Ginro was stabbed? Well, I would have been, except my literal first thought was, well, they can just petrify him. Which actually might be a big issue moving forward. I mean, I've had this complaint with other series in the past, mainly Shaman King, where they find like a cure-all medicine. They're like, oh, now we don't have to worry about dying anymore, so there are no real consequences. I mean, I'm sure the series will find ways to still make things terrifying and worrisome, like, oh, they're fighting us and they're killing us, and if they get the golden relic thing, then we can't revive our own people, and that'd be bad. But, gotta wait and see what happens with that. Anyway, Kohaku manages to find Ginro after he's fallen through a big-ass tree, and her diagnosis is fairly accurate. The attack pierced multiple organs, and he is essentially going to die. Unless he gets petrified. Though I do love that she actually knows the placement of organs. I can't imagine she's ever, taken a... I mean, I guess Senku could have told her where they all are and what their purpose is, but... yeah, that's... I mean, I don't think she's ever done an autopsy before. Maybe, like, when hunting, cleaning the meat, she's able to figure things out like that. I don't know. That was a weird line for her to say. I gotta respect Ginro here. I mean, he is literally dying, and his last words aren't, crying, aren't weeping, aren't trying to be cool. He just tells her the master's a statue. He looks just like Soyuz. Use that information and go save yourself. In his last moments, he says goodbye to his brother. God damn. Ginro, I hated you. I truly hated you so much throughout this entire series, but god damn, this was a good moment for you. I mean, I'm sure you're going to ruin it when you wake up and you're like, oh, I knew this was going to happen all along, or something stupid, or try to get all the girls in the village by telling them the story. But for now, I'm proud of you. I actually kind of wish you died right here, just because it would have been a manliest death ever. Anyway, Kohaku manages to tell Amaryllis essentially the entire plan, everything that's been going on, so that she can go tell the rest of them. I'm assuming she's gonna, stay with the group, the harem, for right now. She won't be able to escape, so she just has to pass the letter through the Meistermobiles they've been using before. And goddamn, I love Kohaku right here. She literally jumped up on the highest peak of the mountain and started explaining the truth about the master actually being a statue. I mean, this freaked out the advisor. He's like, "Don't listen to her. She's lying. She's deceiving you. The master's power is going to strike her down right here and now. Close your eyes so you don't see it." And of course, the master doesn't use it. The other girl does, whose name I've also forgotten. So she throws it in the air. And Kohaku's planning on being petrified along with Ginro, though I think she could have escaped right here and now. Made it so that only Ginro was petrified and she could have gotten back to the, cave and told everyone what was going on. But, you do you, Kohaku. I actually think that just would have been absolutely freaking hilarious if, they used the weapon on her and she managed to escape. And they'd be like, "She saw the weapon. She saw how it was used. She knows everything. We are freaked up here." But at least now I think they have a sense of superiority, thinking they got it all in the bag. There's nothing to worry about. So then they see it, the weapon, the Medusa, the truth behind all this. And honestly, I don't know why, but when I saw her using the bag thing in the past, I always thought it was like some kind of powder she had to mix together and throw, like that was somehow doing it. But no, this is definitely a weapon of science. I mean, you can see the circuitry ingrained in it, and it looks pretty freaking high tech. I honestly have no idea how it works or even the most basic understanding of what it's made of. I'm guessing gold, at least some, or else it would have degraded over time. Yeah, no idea. I mean, I'm pretty good with technology. No idea what the frick we're looking at right here. Also, no idea how it's activated. Maybe it's like height activated, or maybe like the force of throwing it or something activates it. Honestly, not sure though. I think it'd be really funny if they were experimenting with it and lost like 10 people trying to figure it out. So our last shot is the Medusa being activated as Kohaku and Ginro slowly turn to stone. They're facing the petrification. They say, "Now we wait and trust in them and their science. Yeah, we'll be fine." And this is just a great moment right here. I loved it. And I just have to wonder something though. Is the advisor going to bother getting them down? I mean, it might seem like a weird question, but they are in a pretty good position right here just to stay there forever. Kind of like a monument to those who would go against the master. Plus, getting them down would not be easy. I just think it'd be funny if, Senku and the team show back up in a week or so and they're just able to unpetrify them right then and there. That'd be cool. I also just love to see the advisor's face. He's like, "You can unpetrify people? Your sorcery is great indeed." I mean, he probably still thinks it's sorcery. I mean, honestly, it basically is sorcery right now. Still a lot of questions about the old master and what he did. I'm assuming he petrified people not as often or as quickly or as regularly. Only the hardened criminals he petrified. Still a lot of questions about that mysterious person they found underwater. Very curious about what's going on with her. But yeah, let me think in the comment section down below. What's going to happen next? Amaryllis, is she going to escape or is she just going to use the Mice-mobiles? What's Senku's team going to do? Be sure to subscribe. Until next time.
Peace!